Hey, it's 5 a.m. and I am heading out to hike the last bit of the Ouachita. Should take me about 5.5 hours to get there. I made a last minute decision that I'm going to drive to the far east end and hike back to Story, which is where I finished last time. Mostly because that will allow me to have somebody pick me up. And anyway, a little bit of logistics, but if I get there a little early, I have a day or two I can kind of hang out instead of hanging out in the middle of nowhere. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm on my way. All right, I'm here. Pinnacle Peak Park, Ouachita Trail, the west end. Starting my week-long hike. So I'm going to be heading back to Story, Arkansas, which is the place that I finished up last time, instead of continuing on. So I think this is going to be good. The pack I lightened a little bit, got a little bit more food out of it, and I'm going to be hiking all along a lake right now. Should be a little less elevation change, which will be good since I have such a heavy pack. And then as I get into the higher elevations, more ups and downs, I'll have a little bit lighter pack, so that'll be better. Also, I think I have a better chance of finding a shuttle back to my truck, which is out there in the parking lot. It's about an hour and 45 minute drive away from the other end of the trail, 101 miles away from me, hiking distance anyway. So anyway, enough of that. Oh, I'm ready to get going. Can't believe I'm finally back out here. It's an unusual portion of the trail here. Pretty cool. Well, the very beginning of this trail started off in the wilderness, but only for about 1 mile. And I should have videoed it because it looks like I'm just hiking through the city here. But I came out of the trees from back there, and now there's more city, so I don't know where I'm going. I think I'm heading up to that dam because there's a huge lake that I follow for quite a ways, so we'll see. Looks like I'm finally about to get out of here and enter back into the woods. For a while anyway. There's a big heron up there. So probably notice I'm wearing a t-shirt. It's December 26th. It is something like 63 degrees out here, and it's warm hiking. A little crazy. I was expecting this week to be very cold, because that's what they said, and rainy. And as of this morning when I looked, maybe one day of rain. It's going to be in the 50s and 60s every day. 30s at night, but should be no problem. So I don't know, it'd be like a nice fall hike. The trail is so awesome through here. I'm still close to town, it's still close to the lake, and still in the state park, and everything's trimmed and mowed and perfectly marked. It's beautiful. So I expect it to be like this most of the day, and then I would guess that partway through tomorrow, early on, it will turn back to the way it was when I did this in October, where, half the time I'm trying to find out where the trail's even at. But we'll see, maybe it'll be this way most of the way. I won't hold my breath though. I've been skirting this lake for about an hour or more, but this is the first time I've been able to get a good view of it. So that's off to the west, the direction I'm hiking. So I came from way over there. I'll be going all the way around on that side today and hopefully getting close to the far end. That should be around 14 miles, which is how far I have to get to the first campsite. This is state park, and then a bunch of this is on private land, and so anyway, they don't really want you camping just right at this end until you get to that far side. So that's what I'm shooting for. Might be dark when I get there though. I'm still skirting the lake. I'm around on the north side now, I guess, and came across a sign that says it's a research area. So I don't know, there's a little irrigation thing there, and I don't know what that pole is, maybe some electronics inside, and then this whole area. So I don't know what they're doing here. Well, there's a wildlife camera, so maybe that has something to do with it. And I don't know if this is for runoff somehow, or if they just want to keep the hikers inside here because they're doing some kind of research on the outside of it. Who knows? Well, I know I've said things like this before, but I think the mileage out here must be kind of screwed up, because not too far back, I had just gone, I think, 8 miles, you know, just a couple miles ago. I mean, and those last 2 miles took forever. I just thought, wow, I'm moving so slow. I'm doing about 1 mile an hour is what it timed out to be. I mean, really bad. And thought there's no way I'm going to make it to this campsite. It was 14 miles in or something like that. Anyway, so I just, you know, hiked another 45 minutes or an hour maybe, and got to a little pond out there. Hopefully I just filled up, because that does not look like the cleanest water, especially with the trash in it. Anyway, so all of a sudden I come across a sign that says campsite 3 miles ahead. Well, that doesn't add up, and you know, maybe that's messed up. But then very shortly after that, I found a sign going the other way, you know, looking backward, saying that the Pinnacle Mountain Visitor Center, which is where I started this morning, is 12 miles from that point. So that would put me only 2 miles from the campsite now. So that's crazy. Makes me feel a lot better though. I thought I was dogging it, and I guess I was doing better than I thought. So, yay! Alright, I'm gonna stop talking so I can breathe. Okay, I need to start paying better attention. When I was talking just a second ago about how I was further along than I thought, I passed this point right here, talking to you and not paying attention, and I kept on trucking that way, and then went off into the trees and whatever, and couldn't find the path, and I've been trying to figure it out, and so I backtracked, and yeah, these obvious things here tell me to turn left, which is where the trail is. I just didn't see it because I was too busy talking into the camera. So there's my trail, and there's some more blazes up there, and that's what I get for thinking I was ahead on schedule. All right. There's an organization I think I've mentioned before called FOOT, the Friends of the Ouachita Trail, and I just met one of the guys back there that is a volunteer, has adopted a section of the trail, and so yeah, we had a nice conversation, and I mentioned to him the campsite thing, and he said the campsite hasn't really been maintained, and you know, it's pretty bad. And he also said, even though they don't tell you, you know, explicitly that you can camp out here, There's not anybody policing it, and I mean, I don't know if I should be saying that in this video, but it just is what it is. It sounds to me like everyone out here just, you know, tries to find a place to camp with the least impact possible, and because there isn't really a good campsite option. So anyway, I'm gonna do another mile or two here and just find a good place out here and set up. This is the first running water I've seen today. Everything else has been ponds or little pools from something. Probably just had a rain, so it's nice. You know, I think I might just head back into there and try to set up a tent. Be nice to hear this water tonight while I'm sleeping. There's the stream, and there's the trail. That's where I'll be heading to in the morning. And like I've done before, I'm going to build an arrow out here just to, I don't think I could hardly screw this one up in the morning because I know that I just crossed the stream. But nonetheless, just going to put this arrow here so that in the morning when I get up, I know that's the direction I need to go, so I don't turn around and go back the way I came. Anyway, there I'm set up. That's about how you try to do it. Oh, somewhere between maybe 60 and 100 feet off the trail. And I'm probably at 75 or 80 right there. So that's where I'll be spending the night. I'll be able to hear the stream. And man, it's a beautiful night. I don't know what the temperature is now. It might be around 55 or something. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to enjoy this and try to get to bed early.